Fun-filled story of Fred and Mabel. In the quirky town of Giggleville, there lived a husband and his radiant wife, who was not just beautiful, but also wise enough to outsmart even the cleverest of town jesters. Meet Fred, the perpetually cheerful husband, and his brilliant wife, Mabel. One day, Fred decided he wanted to surprise Mabel with a romantic dinner. He enthusiastically declared, "Tonight, my love, I shall prepare a feast fit for a king." Mabel, with a twinkle in her eye, replied, "Well, I hope the king likes peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, because that's about the extent of my cooking skills." Undeterred, Fred embarked on a culinary adventure in their kitchen, armed with pots, pans, and an apron that proudly proclaimed, "Chef extraordinaire." As he chopped vegetables with the finesse of a ninja, Mabel couldn't help but tease. "Careful with that knife, Fred. We don't want a vegetable massacre on our hands." The kitchen soon transformed into a battlefield of flour and spices, and Mabel couldn't resist the opportunity to playfully critique his culinary expertise. Ah, the art of cooking according to Fred. A dash of chaos, a sprinkle of confusion, and voila, a masterpiece, she chuckled. As the delightful chaos unfolded, Fred presented Mabel with a plate adorned with his pièce de résistance, a tower of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches artfully arranged in a pyramid. Mabel, with a dramatic flourish, exclaimed, "Why, Fred, you've truly captured the essence of haute cuisine. Move over, Michelin-starred restaurants." Amidst laughter and shared jokes, the couple savored their unconventional feast, reveling in the joy of being together. Fred, with a mischievous glint in his eye, proposed a toast. "To us, the culinary rebels who redefine the meaning of gourmet." Mabel, raising her sandwich like a royal scepter, declared, "Long live the peanut butter revolution." One day, Mabel and Fred decided to embark on a hilarious travel adventure. Armed with a map that seemed to have more doodles than directions, they set off for the legendary Giggle Falls. Mabel, squinting at the map, said, "Fred, are you sure this map isn't drawn by a chicken with a sense of humor?" Fred, adjusting his comically oversized explorer hat, replied, "Oh, Mabel, who needs accurate maps when you have the power of spontaneous hilarity?" As they journeyed through the Punny Plains and the Quip Mountains, Mabel couldn't help but roll her eyes at Fred's constant stream of jokes. "Fred, if laughter truly burned calories, I'd be the fittest person on this adventure," she quipped. Fred, with a grin, responded, "Well, Mabel, consider it our laughter workout plan." Their travels led them to the Chuckleville forest, where the trees seemed to whisper knock-knock jokes. Fred, inspired by the arboreal comedy, chimed in, "Knock, knock." Mabel, playing along, asked, "Who's there?" Fred, with impeccable timing, replied, "Lettuce." Mabel, with a bemused smile, questioned, "Lettuce who?" Fred, with a flourish, declared, "Let us in. It's getting too cold out here." Amidst the laughter-filled journey, they encountered the Guffaw Gorge, a canyon echoing with contagious laughter. Mabel, peering into the gorge, remarked, "I never thought I'd say this, but I'm starting to miss your puns, Fred." Fred, striking a pose, retorted, "Well, Mabel, get ready for a grand pun finale at Giggle Falls." At last, they arrived at the legendary Giggle Falls, a waterfall that sparkled with shimmering droplets of laughter. Fred, overcome with joy, shouted, "Behold, Mabel, the eighth wonder of the comedic world." Mabel, with a theatrical bow, replied, "And they said laughter couldn't move mountains. Here it is, flowing like a river." Their laughter echoed through Chuckleville, a testament to the hilarity of their travel adventure. As they headed back home, Mabel said, "Fred, this journey was like a comedy marathon." Fred, with a twinkle in his eye, responded, "And you, my dear, are the laughter marathon champion." One sunny afternoon, Fred and Mabel decided to have a picnic in their backyard. As they laid out the blanket, Fred couldn't resist attempting some impromptu dance moves to entertain Mabel. With a twirl and a clumsy spin, he managed to elicit laughter from Mabel. Not to be outdone, Mabel grabbed an inflatable beach ball nearby and started a playful game. The two found themselves in a light-hearted competition, swatting the ball back and forth. Their laughter echoed in the neighborhood, attracting curious glances from neighbors. Amidst the playful banter, Fred attempted an ambitious catch that sent him tumbling onto the blanket. Mabel burst into fits of laughter, and Fred joined in, realizing the comedic value of his failed acrobatics. The couple, now lying on the blanket, gazed at the sky, enjoying the simple joy of shared laughter and the warmth of each other's company. And so, in the whimsical town of Giggleville, Fred and Mabel continued to create a love story seasoned with humor, laughter, and the occasional peanut butter masterpiece. A tale that proved that a beautiful and wise wife is the perfect ingredient for a happily ever after filled with laughter and light-hearted love. Where every journey was a comedy and every destination a punchline, Mabel and Fred continued to write their love story, a tale filled with laughter, puns, and the kind of adventures that left the town echoing with the echoes of joy. I would like to know from which country you are watching us. I shared with you fun-filled story of Fred and Mabel. I would like to know one of your fun-filled incidents of life. I hope you enjoyed this story. Share this story with others for learning English. Have a nice day.